wanted to talk today a little bit about black walnut hull and its medicinal qualities and attributes. Black walnut hulls are anti-parasitic is the main attribute that they're known for, tinctures or capsule powders. Although the outer green hull is the predominant part of the black walnut tree that is used, you can also use the leaves and make an infusion of the leaves and use that as a skin wash for yeast infections, ringworm, eczema, and just keep that infusion as a use on the skin only. The hulls are also excellent to be used for the gallbladder. It encourages bile production, so even if you don't have a gallbladder, it will actually encourage the liver to produce bile. Because of the high iodine content in black walnut hulls, it is also excellent for hypothyroidism. Black walnut hulls are not intended for long-term use and should only be used for a few weeks at a time, with breaks in between use. You can either pick them once it gets closer to fall, or you can pick them up off of the ground if you're not able to reach them. You just want to pick them up off the ground sooner than later because the worms and bugs will start getting in them. I actually find the skin has a little bit of a citrusy or lemon or lime smell to them. So today I am preparing a black walnut hull tincture. Just kind of want to show you how I learned to do this. It's actually the first time I'm doing it. But it's pretty simple. I'm wearing gloves because it can stain. As you can see, there's stain already on my gloves. So you're taking a black walnut that's green. You don't really want, I've got a few blemishes, but you really want to pick them when they're still okay and they don't have any worms in them. So then you're going to take it and you're going to cut it all the way through till you hit the shell, and then go all the way around in a circle one way, and then just turn it the other way. So basically you're cutting it into quarters all the way around, all the way through. So you're gonna see it is, so I cut going all the way around one way, flipped it, and then it's going around the other way, and then just pulling it back from the top. And this one's actually got a few blemishes on it. I will not keep the ones that have blemishes. Some half and half are good here, so I'll put that in my tincture jar. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a glass jar. You always want to use glass. Taking my vodka. This is 40% alcohol, so 80 proof. Basically that then gives you a decent ratio. Once you get into doing tinctures more, you can be a little more detailed in what type of alcohols you are doing. Some things need lower percentage of alcohol compared to other tinctures, but overall you can get a decent tincture out of just using this 80 proof. Like I said, it might not be the most potent, but it will still give you medical or medicinal benefits. So just gonna take the vodka, and you want to make sure that, I don't know if I have enough in this, I'll probably have to go get more, but I will be filling it all the way up. And this is how you basically make a tincture for anything else as well. So So you want to make sure that it's completely covered. It's best to actually bring it all the way up. I will go get more, and I will bring it all the way up to the top so that there's no air, so there's no oxidation. Then you'll put on, you can put either a wax piece of paper or parchment, and then a lid. And then you will want to make sure and mark it with what the tincture is, as well as when you put it in. And then you want it to sit, usually an estimate for about everything is about 4 to 6 weeks. I usually do about 6 weeks, and you'll write that date. So write the date of 6 weeks from now, and then that way you'll know exactly. You don't have to sit there and calculate every time when does this need to be done. So here's an example I had made. It's kind of backwards, but this is a California poppy tincture, and it says 8/3. I am a little past due for that, but that's okay. Tinctures, they're not gonna, you can let them sit for months and months. It's not gonna hurt them at all. It just, now it is potent enough, usually about 6 weeks, so I've gone a little bit longer. But don't stress, it is being preserved in alcohol, so you don't have to worry about that. But anyways, I basically wrote what it was, the date of when I put it in, and then the date of when I first could start taking it out.
I've also taken some of the black walnut hulls and dehydrated them, and then put them in the Vitamix and made it into a powder. So you can also take black walnut hulls in a powder form. You can mix it in a drink, or I like to, because it sometimes doesn't taste the best, put it in a gelatin capsule, an empty gelatin capsule, and then take it that way. The juice from black walnut hulls is also excellent for a natural dye for the hair and clothes, as well as a natural ink to be used for calligraphy.